Stars Arcana, we're playing the Curse of Strahd.
Sweet slide into frame.
Yeah, how's everyone doing this morning? Yeah.
All chorizoed up. Strong.
You're strong. Yeah. My last session was an interesting one. After our 2-week hiatus, met some interesting characters. Anybody feel like doing a recap for inspiration, or do all of you have an inspiration still?
I definitely don't. I don't even have my character sheet open.
Man, you don't want that.
Strong as hell.
I'm.
I don't even recall what last session was. Was that when we went to see the coffin maker?
Yes.
How we started it?
Yes.
We found out he was a bitch. Everybody wanted to be friends with him for some reason and buy coffins. I didn't get that. He was just saying he was trying to protect himself, his old ass. It was already dead. Everybody's like, yeah, that's cool. I guess you just whatever. Then we wanted to give him money. And Rogar killed him. He betrayed the town. You guys are weird. We got our money back.
Immediately, because he didn't even have a chance to put the 2 gold into his pocket before you smashed his face.
After that, we found a toy shop. Grim went back to the estate. The toy shop was called something ridiculous.
It's just called Blinsky Toys.
Blinsky, that's it. I had Blinsky stuck in my head for like 3 days. I kept saying Blinsky.
That's good.
Made a bunch of creep-ass toys for the kids. And we gave them way too much money to distribute free toys to children in town, and Rogar commissioned him to make some little Tiamat toys, hand those out. Then Rogar got a couple toys for those kids we found.
Specifically the ones you found in the windmill, because you guys keep finding kids.
Not all the kids. Rovia is filled with kids. It's kind of like we're saving the kids. We gotta reach these kids. After that, we went back to the place. Grim was there. You did something that I do not recall. I think you talked to people and you showed dolls. Is that what you were doing? Did you have a big doll conversation?
Yep.
He spoke with his patron for a moment and discovered the effects of the little potions that you found in the windmill the hags had. Learned what his hag bag does, and tried to show Irina the room filled with the dolls of her, to see if it would spark any type of a memory. Doesn't seem like she remembered much of her youth, so not a lot of information was learned there.
That happened. When we got back, and y'all started talking about building fucking chicken coops and shit. I said, no, get the hell out of here. And we were like, alright. Then we drank wine. Napped. Rogar kind of talked to Ismark a little bit and said, hey, be firm. If I come back, I'll smack you. We took the bones. You guys talked to that weird kid upstairs too. I don't remember what about.
He's an adult.
He is a young man.
He's an adult, but somebody's kid. Weird kid.
Yeah.
What you
Grim
guys
tried to learn
talking
more. If you guys remember, you can throw in.
Newts. Grim wanted the kids to get newts.
Yes, newts.
I forgot about that.
And to take care of my toad, which I left in the stable because it takes too much to take care of.
I feel like Grim just talked to him to not be a dick, not like murder the family or set up runes and stuff. I think that was most of it. I don't think
Yeah.
you asked him to do anything else because we already have Strahd's tome copied.
The only other thing you asked him if he learned any more about that Hearthstone, but
Yeah.
he did not.
There's that. When we left, we all got horses. We took those bones of damn priesthood clerk, magic man,
Sanders.
Colonel
And
Sanders.
Rawl.
Took Colonel Sanders back to the crypt. Put him in his Kentucky Fried Crypt. And he fumigated the whole church once again with freshly fried chicken. Keeps
More
all
or
the demons
less.
away. Oh,
Those
bounce up.
bones have a bunch of garlic on them. That's really all it was.
Lots of garlic seasoning on those bones. I believe we just left after that. We took our horses and we decided to go around the lake instead of rowing upstream. Because y'all are puny. We got to a point to where we couldn't take the horses anymore. Ditched the horses. Now my horse is like overwatching the horses and they're just roaming around. Fought some wolves. Bless came in key. And then everybody blew up wolves. We're like, that was neat.
Wolves.
Beat them wolves. And kept walking up the mountain. Kept camping. Oh, well, you two were resting after we fought wolves. Me and old Mist went walking up the trail, found a path with some footsteps. We're like, that's the way we go. Walked a little bit, camped. I believe it is next day. We saw it was a big, like, ram or was it a goat? Because in my head it's a goat.
An elk.
Elk.
Yeah, elk. Elk was standing there, and y'all were like, "What's up with that elk?" Rogar didn't give a shit about that elk. It was just an elk. Y'all are casting spells at it, and it turned out to be some crazy mage. And he was like, "I'm gonna get you." That's where we're at.
The elk was his Patronus.
Elk is
Nope.
Patronus. I heard that one in Harry Potter once.
That's exactly where it was from.
All I thought
Verbatim.
about. Perfect timing. Just finished my breakfast.
It was in the book, like The Basement of Truths or something like that.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. You still talking about Harry
Talking
Potter?
about- Yeah, talking about Harry Potter and The Basement of Truths.
I don't know about no Harry Potter.
What? Shut up,
With
Derek.
that little sock dwarf named Dami.
Shut up. Stab
Happy when
you.
he died, he was annoying.
And the several shapes. And that the guy's name, Several Shapes. I'm Mr. Potter, Several Shapes.
That's a good
Give me
name.
a second.
think
Took me a
that-
second, but it's really funny. My brain's still waking up. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm naming my next character Several Shapes.
And the 4 followers we had that liked Harry Potter now do not follow us anymore. Sorry about that. Harry Potter is fine. I just like to say stuff. You can make fun of Star Wars if you want to. Come back. Take your point of inspiration. I think all of us together pretty much got the gist.
Dude, it's been a long week.
Yeah. And you really did give Get Off Blinsky way too much money. You did not ask him how much those toys were, but I'll tell you, They were cheap. um, yeah. So now, this mage is doing some stuff with his hands, whispering some words under his breath. At this point, that wasn't the right button. At this point, I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative.
Like the Mad Mage token. That's my favorite.
Simple to the point.
I just zoomed out. I was like, what?
Normal. Boom. Big ass no.
Weren't a couple of us try to like talk him down before he like attacked? We're like, wait.
When Jason telepathically spoke into his mind, he rolled a natural 1 on his persuasion check.
Damn it, Jason! Not everyone wants to be talked to in their head.
Whenever he came back, whenever he turned into his form and started casting the spell, you'll remember that he addressed you as spies. Do with that information what you will. But it looks like he's gearing up to do something to you. You don't know what. But Mist of Moon Eclipse.
Shit, I'm first.
Always first.
I rolled really low for me, so I thought somebody would be before me, actually.
Nope, everybody rolled okay, except for Rogar.
Okay. Let's see. How far am I? I'm pretty far.
Yeah, he was 60 feet away from you, but I remember you and Rogar stating that you kept walking. So I put you a little bit closer.
That's fine. I'll use my feline agility probably anyway. I was gonna see if I had anything to like restrain him. Sneak attack. No, that's gonna help. Okay, because I don't want to hurt him yet. Okay, I'm gonna first use my feline agility to get closer to him. And I guess I want to try to be just so fast, and I want to, while I'm running, get my rope out. And I want to try to like, because I'm guessing he's a mage, so they use their hands for a lot of spells. I'm gonna try to tie his hands up.
Okay.
I don't know what to roll for that. But just let you know what I'm doing.
So as you run up to the Mad Mage, you pull out your rope and you try to wrap it around his arms as he's doing some sort of an incantation. I suppose this would be a contested dexterity check. And use your action to try to rope him up.
Just a dex check.
Yes. Or if you want to do, what is it? Athletics? Is athletics the dexterity one or acrobat? No, it wouldn't be acrobatics. Just a dexterity check.
I think it is acro or athletics versus the opposition's acro or athletics.
You can do it that way if you
you're
wish.
allowing her to roll dex.
We'll do acrobatics because athletics is strength and acrobatics is dex.
Yes.
And as I'm doing it, I'm like, "We're not spies! Please stop casting the spell!" So, just trying to defuse the situation. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
Hold on, let's see if we get double ones. Let's see if we get double ones. Damn, that's funny. Well, hey. Ooh.
I mean, it's still a crit fail though, right? So I don't know how it
Yeah,
works.
but it's just a skill check and not an attack roll. Because he technically rolled higher than he did, but it's a crit fail.
You're both terrible and fall off the mountain and die.
Oh no!
We're not on an edge, unfortunately. Roll something. Roll a d20.
That's more than 10.
Yes, it is. I'll say you're able to get the rope around his hands, and you're in the process of tying. But he's not tied up.
Can I stop the spell at least? Like, it's like enough to where I like pull the hand away?
We'll find out when it's his turn.
Okay. That's it.
That was a... I haven't had enough coffee for these type of rolls.
I didn't either. Okay.
Crit fell at still higher in his roll. What is this game? Alright, so... Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, just sneeze.
Okay. Grim, you see Mist run up and attempt to start tying this boy up.
Well, I'm gonna Hexblade curse his ass, for starters. And then I'm going to... false life on myself. Oh yeah! Maximum pointage. And let me see here. What's my position here? Yeah, let's see. It's a friggin' ruler thing. I'll go there. That'll be in turn.
Alright. I don't remember if we ever described what your magic looks like when you hex people. Have we talked about this in past sessions? Past sessions?
He may do a somatic. I mean, let me see what if it states. I don't think it does. It's a curse, so it's probably vocal. He's probably just like whispering some sort of curse, like a gypsy would curse you or something.
Is there any cool like black swirly smoke or that goes around him for a minute and dissipates, or is it more just like a oh gotcha?
Possibly, maybe the runes on his face light up, but a majority of his spells don't. He doesn't do any somatic hand gesture. It's all like flourishes with his sword.
Okay. Cool. You just see the mage kind of react in a annoying way. Something going on. Bees in the brain. Is that in your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Jason, you're up.
I'm going to bonus action dash. I will do something similar. I will try to wrap a hand around his chest and cover his mouth so he can't speak.
Okay. Let's go with...
Specifically, not trying to hurt him.
Right.
Would that be like a grapple still?
I'd say it'd probably be a similar check. You're going for a grapple. So go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics.
What are we watching, Rogar? What's happening over there?
I couldn't tell you. Kind of embarrassing.
I think Jason just put his hand in that Mad Mage's mouth.
Wait, taste my fingers.
Who wins? Who wins in this situation? I can't think right now.
Defender.
Defender.
I think we all lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all lost a little bit.
Boy. Well,
Actually, no, it'd be Jason would win this because he hit the DC that the Mad Mage is trying to put up.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so he met the
But I
DC.
always
He
get
wins.
confused. Cool. So, he's quite slippery, Jason, but with the help of the rope that's currently slowly being tied around his arms, it distracts him just enough to where you're able to kind of get him in a little bit of a grapple. And he is currently grappled.
Awesome. Don't feel good about it, but awesome.
He doesn't look happy about it. His eyes are sparking with rage.
Oh, we could pop a dream muffin, dream pastry in his mouth real quick.
Those are
That'll knock
mine.
him out.
All right. So it's his turn.
What
His
do you
arms
do?
are currently being tied up and his mouth is closed. Let me look at the spell he was trying to cast.
All without consent.
Joke's on you. He's got a magic mouth.
Yeah, so the spell he was trying to cast is all three. Therefore, he is just going to try to. You got his mouth. He can't do that. Good call. He is just going to try to break free using a dexterity. I'm going to say
These rules this morning.
Jason, roll another acro or athletics to try to keep him down. And I'll say, do it with advantage because Mist is kind of helping you with the arms.
Flanked.
Oh my god!
That's the highest roll I've had in 3 sessions.
Nice.
All right. For a brief moment, his face slips out of your hand, and Mist just kind of pushes him back, and you grab him once more. And he's grappled. It's gonna end his turn. Rogar, you see these people trying to grapple and tie this guy up. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna walk up. Hey, we can talk about this first before we kill you. If you'd rather do that.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. He looks at you with anger in his eyes, and he's just still trying to fight against Jason and Mist at the moment. It seems like you didn't convince him.
Fine. I'm just gonna hold my action for if he gets away from him. I want to see what these two goobers are doing with him. See if they can get him under control. I'm just gonna hold person if he gets out of their grasp.
Sounds good. Back to the top of the round. It is back to you, Mist.
I don't know how not to kill somebody. We're not used to this. We're not used to be.
State that you are, trying
Okay.
not to kill him.
I am going to get a little tighter around his hands and try to like wrap it also around like his back, so then like his hands are just stuck here. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think, like, I can't get his hands behind his back. I've already tied him in the front, so if I can pull him closer and then have him, I don't know. I was, whatever. I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna try to say, hey, I promise, if you just calm down, we'll take the ropes off, and you'll be fine. We came here to get your help to defeat Strahd.
All right, first, acrobatics check with advantage, and he'll roll with disadvantage.
Okay,
Okay.
barely. Jesus, what is wrong with these?
You got his hands. And now roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. He's squirming. He don't like it.
Okay, everybody here talk to him. We're all very charismatic. Except Jason.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Jason, keep fingering his mouth.
Are we on, like, what kind of, like, ground are we standing on, real quick?
It's like it's just like kind of dirt and light grass.
Okay, then never mind. I was gonna be like, I'll put some ball bearers down to, like, make him off balance if he falls a little, but I don't think that'll work on grass.
Probably not. With the amount of rain it gets here, it might just dupe
Smush
down to
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should set up a Rube Goldberg machine with some dominoes and some ropes and pulleys.
That's all I got. That's all I got. He's a little bit tighter in the rope.
All right. Grim.
Alright, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and it's probably gonna fail, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna minor illusion, and I'm going to try to replicate Strahd's voice from when he spoke to us, and I'm going to say, they are not my spies.
I'll say with that, go ahead and just roll a straight persuasion check.
The image can't create sound, light, or smell, or any other sensory effect.
The image, but I thought it said it could create a voice.
You can
can
create,
it?
yeah, you can
Someone
create
else.
either a voice or an
Oh.
image.
Someone else. I was doing the wrong one. Yep.
He does
Oh,
not
thank
act any differently.
Okay. Do I get advantage because I'm emulating Strahd's voice?
This, what you did canceled out the disadvantage you otherwise would have had.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, I'll reposition. Just get behind my armor here. In turn.
Right.
Better hope he doesn't mind control me. Might chew into oblivion.
It might happen. It's a risk I gotta take.
All right, Jason. His hands are tied. And you got his mouth. Doesn't seem to be listening to anyone's pleas of, hey, calm down there, buddy.
Can I turn his head to look me in the eye?
You can.
We are only here to kill Strahd. We don't care what you do up here. Just, if you attack us, we are going to kill you.
Roll persuasion. Make it a straight roll. I'd say at this point we can stop doing disadvantage. Because no one has hurt him yet physically. No, not that. I don't want that. His eyes become a little less angry. But his body is still very tense. maybe he's willing to listen to you.
I'm going to remove my hand. If you cast a spell at us, I will just hit you until you stop speaking. And I take my hand off his mouth.
Okay.
I still keep a hold of him, but I've removed my hand from his mouth.
Okay, so you kind of had him like this for a moment and you spoke with him, and now you still kind of have him grappled, but in a light chokehold, like around the chest. Like you could easily get him up if he tries to be a dick.
Exactly.
Cool.
And that's it for me.
Very good. No, Misty, he did not lick Jason's hand. So it's now his turn. You have just removed your hand from his mouth. Tell me what you want. His eyes are staring straight at you, Mist, and back to Jason, and looking intently to the giant dragonborn that is slowly approaching. And that ends his turn. Rogar?
I'm gonna walk up. Get to that in a second. I'm looking at other things.
Okay.
So I'll get right there. Looking at things I can... I am going to use my action to use one of my divine senses. I just want to make sure this guy's not like an undead or a demon or something that just kind of exists here.
You walk up to him and he is staring at you with intensity. And his body language suggests that he is preparing for a possible attack. As you cast your divine sense. Not undead, not fey, not fiend. Nothing rings from this guy. If you'd like to, if Rogar would be interested in something like this, you can roll an insight check. I'd say at this point, if anyone would be interested in an insight check.
Yeah, I'd say Rogar's not interested in that. He's divine sense, he's not some weird thing.
They call this guy the Mad Mage, Jason and Mist. You're looking into his eyes, you're starting to understand why that is. It's possible this guy's not in his right mind. Whether it be from magical effects or being in the woods for too long.
Is he old?
He... not like ancient old, but definitely looks like he has seen the world. Hold on, I don't remember what race he is. Let me double check this.
I just imagine he looks like Tim from Monty Python.
Close. He doesn't have the hat, though.
You can call me Tim.
Gosh dang it. My memory is bad. Because I'm pretty sure he is a full-blown elf.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking, like if he had like dementia or Alzheimer's, like maybe we give him the youth potion, makes him feel a little bit younger. His memory's not as hazy.
You don't know. I mean, he's there's age. There's crow's feet. There's wisdom behind those eyes. You do notice that he's got a little bit of gray in his hair.
So for an elf, he's definitely like up there in the hundreds, like 400 or 500s.
You would discern this.
Cool.
But anyway, Rogar, what else would you like to do after you use your divine sense?
That's it. I'm just standing there.
Okay. And then we are back to Mist. He just asked, "What do you want from me?" He is very defensive, and he is staring at Rogar at the moment.
So we know you fought Strahd, and we want to also fight him too. Grim, show him the tome. Show him the tome. Yeah, and I will still hold on to the rope. I won't maybe be like as like intense, like, but like I'll just hold on to it, and if I need to tighten it back up, I can.
I'll say at this moment, if none of you are planning on attacking or casting any more spells, we can say that we're out of combat for the time being to let some conversation ensue. So, Grim, you run up on with the tome?
Yeah. I'll come up and show him the tome.
You open it up and he looks at it intently. Where did you get your hands on this if you are not in league with the devil?
The Vistani gave it to us, and then he took it back, and then I stole it back from him.
You are in league with the Vistani.
Nope.
Nope. We don't really know them either. We don't really know anybody here. We have a city though. We got
Do you
rid
know
of
the Ravens?
Ravens. Yep,
We know
Ravens.
the Ravens.
Ravens are good.
So, what do you want from me?
I mean, you were close to defeating Strahd once, correct?
I was not.
Oh, well,
He is far too powerful, and he controls too much of this land. If you are not with him, you will soon die.
Well, I guess we're here to learn from your mistakes, maybe? Any extra knowledge you have? We've only been in Barovia for, how long? Probably, like, what, at this point, like 3 weeks, a month?
I don't even know if it's that long. Maybe 2 weeks.
I think it's less than 2 weeks we've been here.
We've only been here a couple weeks, so we're still pretty optimistic. Would you like me to untie you? You won't, like, hurt us or anything. Because we don't want to hurt you. If you don't like us, we'll just walk back.
Are you fucking crazy or something? Rogar's gonna get like right up in his face.
He backs away. Oh, he gets real mad looking. He doesn't like that.
He can't move too far.
No, he just kind of... What assurances do I have that you won't stab me in the back? At any moment I attempt to help you.
make a blood pact with Rogar.
I mean, if we wanted to stab you, we could have done that already. Why would we do it later? We could do it now.
Strahd likes to play with his food. That is why.
Oh, well, not vampires, if you can see here. Oh, well, I guess that doesn't help. I'm a cat, so there's still kind of some canines there. But, the normal cat ones, not like vampire ones.
Here, let me show you mine. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm a dragon.
Well, I don't have things.
I'm gonna boop him in the forehead with a lesser restoration.
He tries to resist, and you cast Lesser Restoration, and you feel the arcane energy go into his body. It's at this point, you, Rogar, discern that you're definitely on the right track, but Lesser Restoration is not a powerful enough magic to bring this guy to his senses.
What if he drank the red potion at one point? Because it says it does damage to their brain. Can we make an antidote? I don't know.
Anybody could, it would be more dark, but it's difficult talking to him.
So if I let go of the rope, you won't. You're gonna be nice, correct?
That all depends on you.
All right. Well, we're gonna be nice, right, Rogar?
For now.
Alrighty. So take the rope off. Put it back up. Bag.
I'll slowly let him go.
Straightens up his robes. Well, you have a plan? You have his book?
Well, he invited us to dinner because he's intrigued by us. But if you said he likes to play with his food, probably not a good idea for us just to go there. Then we wanted to go there to kill him, but
We're trying to
Just you.
I mean, all of us, all four of us, not you.
You are outmatched if it's just the four of you.
We have made friends with a vampire hunter.
One vampire hunter, 5 people. I surely do hope you have more.
That's what we're working on.
We have a city training to be stronger, a whole city.
We took over Valaki, which is ours now.
Was it Strahd that drove you mad?
I remember waking up on a shore in blood. And for days I was chased by wolves and other nightmarish creatures. I don't recall all of what happened. I just know the only comfort and solace I could find was here in the mountains. Until you showed up.
Question, DM.
Hmm?
The holy symbol of Ravenkind that we've all had, but none of us have been able to use. When we learned about that, it's like, I don't know, like it's a holy symbol. Could like any purification, like to it.
No one was able to fully attune to it to learn about what exactly it could do.
I think it is hanging around Jason's neck, though.
Oh, yeah. So he would see that. Okay. Well, if he sees it, then he probably would have had a reaction already. Okay. Or I'll point it out. I'll be like, does the symbol of Ravenkind mean anything to you that our friend has on?
What is that?
While he's responding to this, I would like to try something that I haven't yet done and cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay, go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts.
I really just want to know if there's anything else going on while whatever he's telling us.
The base thoughts you get. At first, he's looking at that symbol, and looking into his mind, there's a lot of fogginess. Just he's almost like he's not lying or holding anything back intentionally. And there is some sort of recognition about that symbol, but he doesn't know why. And he is still very much on guard and doesn't necessarily believe you, but he has a backup plan in case you all decide to turn on him at any moment.
Alright, well, I'm almost done talking to you.
Well,
You have a base
what-
up here, you got stuff. Are you able to fight?
If I must. But I am not going to that castle.
What's your other plan? Live in the fucking mountains for the rest of your life and die out here?
Living is all we have, Dragonborn, until we are dead.
Not worth it if it's like this.
Could you teach others magic?
No. And he looks lost. And how long does your detect thoughts last? A minute? It's enough for you. He doesn't even know how he knows magic.
Before y'all do anything, Rogar is going to, like, walk away and go sit on a stump and eat some rations because he's hungry. But
Okay.
he'll relay to everybody. I tried a lesser restoration. Something's wrong with his brain. Somebody better at that magic can help.
What if we try to give him the youth potion? See if that, like, makes him younger, makes him think better. You want to be younger? For 24 hours.
He doesn't respond. He just looks at you weird.
I mean, I'm not going to give you a potion if you don't want it. I'm going to get your consent. I'm not a monster.
What if he turns into a baby, and then we have to take care of him for 24 hours?
I don't think that'll help his brain. As Rogar's like sitting on a log opening up rations and just eating.
Mr. Mage, do you have, like, a first name? Not, I guess people don't call you the Mad Mage. That'd be rude.
And he holds his head. My name. I don't know.
All right. Well, how about do you just want pick a name? We'll call you that for now. Tim's always been a really good name, I've thought.
Tell me what you want. I don't care.
Call him Tim for now. You're just Tim for a little while.
Have you heard the name Uriel Grimlock?
No.
What kind of mage are you?
The sort that casts spells?
Well, that could be any type of mage. Are you a wizard? Sorcerer? Necromancer by chance?
His eyes are darting back and forth, and you can't tell if he's just holding stuff back or if he just doesn't know. And Jason, between your little detect thoughts and Rogar saying there's something wrong with his brain, like there's legitimately pieces of memory that he can't access.
Question. When you think about removing this madness, does it immediately make you feel happy, or do you want to avoid it?
I would not know what else there is. Haven't had to think to answer questions in many months.
What if we put your necklace on him? If Tim, you are magically inclined, you might be able to attune to this, and we cannot. And maybe if you attune to it, you can tell us what it is. Maybe it can help you regain some of your lost memories, maybe? Would you like to try that?
I suppose.
I'll take it off and put it over his neck.
He's skittish, but he allows it. And nope, he don't have that spell. He's got it on his neck. He just stands there. He doesn't know what to do or say.
Ooh. Are there any ravens? I'll look around.
Are you asking him or are you just looking?
Jason. I just looked at Jason as a thought pops in my mind.
I'll look around.
Roll perception. You look up and it does appear to be. There are about two. There are two of them. Not about two. There are exactly two. Up in the sky. It seems as
there
though
are a
they have
couple.
found you.
See if
Graham, what do you
can-
need?
See if you can hail one. Maybe we can get it to shapeshift before him. Maybe that will refresh his memories.
I'm not sure they will in front of a stranger like this, let alone someone who could cast spells, but
It's worth a shot. Either way, I have these tree saps, and I don't know which tree they belong to. I very much need these ravens' help.
Can we not do this in front of a mad mage?
Maybe the magic will refresh his mind. I don't know. I'm out of ideas at this point.
I'm not going to ask the ravens to do that in front of the mad mage.
I'm gonna ask the Mad Mage, do you know anything about tree saps?
They are sticky.
Yes, but which one comes from an acacia tree?
He racks his brain. He started to answer like he definitely knew the answer. And then, I don't remember. All sap is sticky. When it gets on the sleeves fold. It's like glue.
What do you know if I combine an eyelash, the sap from an acacia tree? What do I get? Few movements of the hand, few choice words. And what occurs?
You asking me how to cast a spell? What are you trying to glean from me?
Trying to jog your memory. 'Tis lost, fractured. We need a cleric or a healer. Heal your mind. Do you know of a cleric or a healer on these lands?
No, I don't know of anyone. Except for the spies I've killed.
What'd you do with them, by the way?
The remains?
Yeah.
I left them where they lie.
Whereabout was that?
In the woods. An assortment of werewolves. Dire wolves. Regular wolves. Swarms of bats. You are the first humanoid spies that have approached me in the mountains.
The only other thing I could do, it'd have to be tomorrow, but I could commit his soul to Tiamat and dedicate his life to him. See if Tiamat would help him.
Sorry.
I hate to say this, but what if we bring him to the Vistani?
I don't know if are they magically inclined, like clerically.
I don't think this is a magic thing. I think this is a memories and hocus pocus type of deal. It's right up the Vistani's alley.
I would prefer to not be bound to a deity.
Oh, you know that. Okay.
Ah, so you're not a warlock?
Can we have a necklace back then?
I suppose.
I'll take the necklace back and put it back on. I was beginning to think the exact opposite, Grim. just lightly reading his thoughts, he was missing chunks of his mind. Outside of some surgery, literally removing parts of his brain, I don't know. There's something that is stopping his brain from reaching specific memories.
Well, I still say the Vistani are our best hope. They're into all sorts of crazy divination, and maybe they can at least help us figure out where to take him, to cure him.
I mean, I do have some business with Madame Ava still left, so it wouldn't
I
be
mean-
unprecedented for us to go see them.
If you've seen the mountain of a hill that they built their encampment on, the ley lines alone, it's, ugh.
Well, Tim, do you have a place that you stay in the mountains that we could stay tonight with you?
No.
Is he lying?
Roll an insight check. He's lying.
So, which direction is it that we go to get there?
Back down the mountain.
So, as we go up the mountain, which way do we go?
I'm still not sure. You have my best interests.
We're trying to cure your brain and tell you we want to kill Strahd. I don't know what else you need from us.
Fine. Follow me.
Imagine if we did kill him, it would be like Game of Thrones when like Grand Pycelle's just stabbed by a bunch of little kids over and over.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry, guys.
He begins to walk up a little bit. You follow him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he has some scrolls or something we can go through and cure him. I don't know.
He walks up probably about 30 feet and looks at you and kind of just does this with his hand, and you just see like a magical door open.
Oh, well, that's pretty useful.
You're not to touch anything. Just looks at you.
That was it. Oh, you finished that sentence like the way you inflected it at the end, like you were going to say something else, but that's it.
And he gestures for you to walk inside.
I think you should walk in first. This is some sort of trap. You're going to trap us inside here.
I go ahead and walk in.
And
Doesn't even
Jason's dead.
acknowledge Jason walking in. Is just staring at you, grabbing at you.
I'll stop and say thank you before I walk in.
That's one.
I'll go in next, but as I go in, I'm gonna pretend to stumble a little bit and have my tail just slightly enough go underneath his nose, make a little, like just tickle it, making you want to sneeze a little. Thank you.
Rogar and Grim, are we all having just like a Mexican standoff stare down right now?
Yep.
Yep.
Ace and I are inside touching everything right now.
I'm trying to rubber tail to get as much shedding as I can on all his couches.
After about 10 seconds of awkward silence, he just gives up and walks in.
I'll
Let's
follow
go.
Rogar.
Cool. Well, there's not a lot of. It's a very, very sizable mansion, but not very imaginative.
Wait, it's a mansion inside a mountain?
It's a mystical mansion.
It's cool.
Stick a mansion.
Just looks like it's made of wood. About three levels. The best that someone with the loss of memory could conjure up. It's not impressive. There's no decorations.
Does the
Some
stairwell have
bookshelves.
like the big stairwell or where you can slide down like the railing?
No.
Damn it, this guy sucks.
It very much looks like how a house is built when it's just the wood and like the sheetrock. But there's wood on the wall. Like it's just wood. Not an impressive mystical mansion that you would expect from a very high wizard like Dan Bowie. But
I forgot that's the name of the guy. My backstory.
yeah. But you also know that this guy's crazy and doesn't remember stuff, so maybe he doesn't have a lot to draw off of at the moment.
Does this mystical mansion have a study? Or a library?
I have bookcases over there. And he points to just a wall of books and bookcases.
Run over there.
All the books are red. No titles on the spines.
Pull one out.
Okay. No title on the cover.
I open it.
You just see it's just gibberish, as if he's trying to recall memories, as if staff, spell, don't trust Strahd spies, the bats are bad.
I put the book back. I have an idea. I have a blank book, I think. Yes, I have an empty black book and a quill. I'm going to write some things in a book and swap it with one of the red books.
Okay.
I would like to write, the warlock Tabaxi, the monk and the dragonborn. They are not spies, they are friends. Strahd is the enemy, and you should help the strange party of people to defeat him.
Okay.
I'll just put it back.
All right.
See what happens.
He's just standing there looking at you all expectedly.
Got wine.
Yeah. Yes.
Any
The kitchen,
food?
probably. The kitchen's over here.
What time of day is it?
It was morning. Probably would have been 10 o'clock when you guys
Breakfast.
started. Yeah,
Some brunch.
you had just you trekked for about an hour and a half before you ran into the Mad Mage. Goes to this kitchen. Very unimpressive. But it has a pot, a spoon,
Any herbs?
a little bit. Only the essentials of what someone would need to survive in the mountains. Not well stocked like your new mansion in Balaki.
Well, I'll make a stew for brunch while everybody chit-chats.
If my mind is indeed not functioning the way it's supposed to, what do you propose? Not spies.
I mean, just try to find a way to cure you, maybe?
I mean, if you're not able to help us kill Strahd, there's not much we can do for you now. That's our main mission here. I have no way of curing your mind, so if we're able to beat Strahd, I'd come back and help, but I'm afraid I can't help you.
Rogar, is there a way you can do like a diagnostics on him or somehow if you knew that spell almost worked but didn't?
Oh.
BM, I am doing some strange things to the stew.
Oh, good.
I've poured a little bit of holy water in it. I've poured a little bit of a health potion, a little bit of an elixir of health. I'm just kind of throwing the kitchen sink at it, just a little dash of this and that, see if maybe it has any aid to his mind.
The elixir of health. Remind me, what does that do?
That's the one that cures like conditions.
What conditions does it cure?
It cures blinded, deaf, and paralyzed poison.
That it?
I mean, if you
I
know
think
the spell Lesser Restoration, you know it does all that.
Gotcha.
That's if you know that spell.
Oh, it says it also cures any disease afflicting you.
Mm.
Oh, interesting. The Forgotten Realms version of an elixir of health actually did cure insanity and feeble mind. Nerf! It's not lore accurate.
So this one doesn't cure that type of stuff?
Nope, it's not in the description. I think.
Just looking at diseases to see if any of these diseases count.
Yeah, it's like if we needed like a high level cleric, we've gone to 2 cities, and both temples have been pretty much destroyed.
Wait,
You
is
know
this
people to talk to.
guy's name? I have a note here. I was going through my notes. Mordekainen?
Yeah, we did hear that name, Mordekainen.
This was what my notes were.
Who
Mordekainen doesn't know Mad Mage and what mountain. It was a Vistani who told us it, because that's when they gave us like the whole fortune. They gave us a symbol, told Jason where the orphans were. They told us about the Mad Mage.
More reason to bring him to the Vistani.
Tim, is your name Mordenkainen? Does that sound familiar? Call you Mort? You seem more like a Mort.
Morty.
Ah. I don't know.
Okay, well, you're no longer Tim, you're Mort.
Very well.
He was ready.
Okay. You find bowls and spoons and start passing out stew. The newly identified Mort waits for you all to eat the stew first.
Dig right in.
Rogard doesn't eat, he already ate.
Y'all feel really good. You feel like if you had any bumps and bruises, they'd be healing right up right now. Mist, you might have even had a little bit of allergies because of the mountain air, but clearing right up. And Mort, the Mad Mage, just sips his...
So, we learned about you from the Vistani. Do you know anything about them?
They are not to be trusted, I remember. One of them near the base of the mountain tried to kill me.
Like, recently?
Months ago.
Ooh, they were the one who's told us about you, and they said people thought you were dead because they thought Strahd killed you on, like, some big mountain. So they told us you were a great wizard, but they didn't, like, say they had any ill will towards you.
One of them apparently does.
When you say tried to kill, what exactly went down? Did this Vistani just walk up and try to talk to you, or...?
I awoke in the woods with a knife in my chest. And the man was standing above me. And I was able to escape.
I mean, that also could have been Strahd. From what we've learned, he likes to disguise himself as people recently.
Perhaps.
You said it was a Vistani man.
Yes.
Can you describe him to us, since we've met a few? Maybe we'll know who it was.
Light-skinned, Long brown hair. The mustache. Combination. Facial hair. Moved swift. I did not hear him approach.
Isn't the Vistani encampment near Valaki, isn't that ran by a Vistani man? And isn't the first encampment we went to ran by Madame Ava?
Mhm.
What if we take him to her instead of the other encampment? That other one gives me the heebie-jeebies.
If you'd all like to roll. Well, I don't know if you need to roll.
Does it sound like he's describing Aragol?
It does
Was
sound
that-
like he's describing Aragol.
Is that Arabelle's dad?
It's Arabelle's uncle.
Arabelle's uncle. Kind of-
Rogar would remember specifically this guy staring at him in the tent when he was drying off his blanket.
Yeah.
After
His
you
name-
guys brought Arabelle back. Arabelle.
His name was Aragol, though.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I
All.
didn't have his name written down because I remember not catching that. Well, yeah.
As he eats the stew, it doesn't. It looks like he feels good, Grim, but whenever magic that's required for his brain seems like it needs to be more than your potions, but it's good soup.
Well, that's my idea. Take him to Madame Ava. It is a long trek, and we would be going by Strahd's castle, which might incite more confusion in his brain, but
Can you put the map up to you?
The full-blown Barovian map.
The full-blown Barovian map, please.
Here you are.
Ooh. Well, would you like to go with us to see if we can have our friend Madame Ava heal you? Or maybe she knows? It's not where the other guy that you might have tried to hurt you is. We don't really like him anyway, to be honest. I don't think he's a good person.
I agree.
To go with us?
That
Or-
he's not a good person. He stabbed me in the chest.
Yes, that's correct.
If you don't believe that this other Vistani woman will stab me in the chest. If she tries to stab me in the chest, I will.
I'm pretty sure you could
Right.
hold your own.
I will help
oppose.
you. I will help you
Hold.
kill the Vistani. I do not like them.
Roll another persuasion check. It's fine. You made good soup.
What's the plan? We're wasting time.
I guess we're taking him to Madame Ava.
Go.
Madame Ava.
Oh, right now? Alright.
But you want to waste a whole day in here?
Oh, I mean, I know you told us not to touch anything, but do you have, like, any useful scrolls or anything that maybe would be useful to us.
When I woke up on the shore, I had nothing but my robes and my sack.
Does he have a hag bag?
It looks like just a normal satchel.
Ah,
Twinsies!
damn.
Like a components pouch.
You guys could switch hack sacks.
How many souls you got in your hag bag? So you finish up your good soup and try to bring along your new friend, the Mad Mage Mort. So you, with a series of stupid rolls,
I ask him
persuaded to not fight you.
I'm gonna ask him if he's alright with the idea of passing by Strahd's castle, because where we're going is rather close.
Ah. Will he see me?
I mean, it is far off in the distance. I don't know Strahd's powers, but you'll be able to see his castle off in the distance. It'll be that close.
One of his spies tried to kill me once, so if they spot me, they may try to kill you as well.
We'll
Helping.
fight him. We'll fight him off.
Very well.
Oh, we have horses, by the way.
Neat. You can tell some of his responses are instinct and not like he's got no actual feelings towards things. He just kind of knows how to respond sometimes.
I'm reluctant to show him my hag bag because I think it's probably highly frowned upon in the magic community. I'm kind of ashamed of it, but also I love it.
Hey, you didn't make it. All right, you all gather yourselves. You exit the magnificent mansion, and you are back in the mountain, heading back down the trail. Now that you know your way, it doesn't take you as long to get back down, and he actually is able to assist you find a quicker way down the mountain until you eventually come upon your horses. And you see the three horses are kind of just laying down while Mulan, the horse of Rogar there, is kind of just standing regal, keeping watch. Until Mulan spots you, Rogar, and at the other horses who get up and start to walk towards you.
What did I name my horse? I gave him a really good name.
I forgot the name of mine too. I know we tried to race and it failed.
Oh, good. His name was good.
Oh yeah, good. Morty, Rogar's warhorse there, it is a ghost horse. It was awarded to him by his dragon deity.
He looks
Well, any-
uncomfortable.
Well, anyways, you can ride on my horse if you would like.
Very well.
Right as we're taking off, I'm gonna say, "Oh, by the way, I'm terrible at driving this thing." Hiya!
Well, who isn't? Ah! Make an animal handling check.
Oh God, no.
No.
Why did I say anything? Oh no! Told
By the
you.
way, I am terrible at this. Yeah! And you both fall.
Well,
No,
maybe you
no,
should drive.
no, 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 no. Who else?
You could try with me. This is good. Good
What is
horse.
good?
The horse.
It's not good.
It's a
My
good
ribs
horse.
are being smashed by another humanoid.
Yeah, but my horse is good.
Very well. You're on your horses. You go down. You finish going down the mountain. Around the lake. Are you traveling through Valaki, or are you going to try to get through them woods? Try to
No,
take a shortcut.
I just take the path down the river again, and then hit to this part of, North America right here.
Okay.
So we're cutting through the woods.
Yeah, that's not too impossible to do from that area.
That way, if it gets too late, we have our, our Airbnb we can stay at.
Assuming he can cast that spell again.
Didn't we encounter the berserkers near the woods?
Oh,
next
you're
to
talking
Valaki?
about the windmill. You
Uh,
encountered the berserkers. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so it's further off.
A little bit. It was just right outside when you got out of the gates of Barovia.
So we trying to make it to the windmill and camping for the night?
I'd say we at least try to make it there, depending on time.
That's good. Good idea.
Then you probably spent an hour in the mansion, and then it probably would have taken you 2 more hours to get back down the mountain. And then who knows, because I'm not good at directions.
Straight on.
Say by the time it's not even a mile.
Oh,
It might have
God.
taken you a little bit. Less time, more time because going through the woods, but I don't know. I feel like you could get to the windmill by 3:30.
How much further is the Stani camp if it's 3:30 to get there?
The Stani camp was all the way down here. Nope, that's not what I want. Undo that.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh,
Hold
my
on.
goodness.
Undo
Strahd
that.
is rearranging the land. He said, fuck you guys.
God, I hate that.
I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy.
I knew I could do it because I do it on accident all the time.
That's
It's
a dumb thing
frustrating.
to let them let you do. You'd want to keep those lines there, I would think.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep those lines there. But that'd be going through. The
Here,
camp, yeah,
right?
the camp is there.
Like 5
could-
or 6 miles.
You can get there by nightfall. Probably a little bit before.
Okay, we'll go ahead and keep on trucking if everyone's good with that.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Cody's just that stool now.
I'm a goose.
It's the only thing in view. Cody's turned into a stool.
Can we have this be like the permanent music from now on? This mystical mansion music?
I kind of like it.
It's called Wizard Tower.
Makes sense.
Very fitting.
What the hell was I trying to find here? It's getting on my damn nerves. There it is. That's
Stop
funny.
laughing. Don't
No.
laugh.
You trek on, and you get to the familiar forest alleyway, if you will. And what's everyone's passive perceptions?
14.
12.
12.
Right, Mist, you are jauntily galloping in through the area where you encountered the berserkers. You just look off, look back, and you see about 30 feet into the woods, two more. You see a head behind a tree, and there's kind of
Again, friends. I'm gonna throw some rations out here again. See you on our way back. I'm just gonna toss some rations gently onto the ground for them.
okay. You just keep riding.
Unless they want to talk, they just seem like big old scaredy cats. For berserkers.
You just hear, "Oh, it was the cat lady again with the food." I rolled for berserkers again.
Just the random berserkers that live there. Love it.
You keep going. And just a little bit. "10 minutes, if that." You get through the gates again, back into Barovia. You notice a black carriage.
Wait, we noticed this black carriage before we even get to the encampment? Like out front of Strahd's castle?
Yeah. Like right
Ooh.
here, where the road forks, where the trail to the castle begins, or what you assume is to the castle, and you see a black carriage parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, drawn by two black horses.
Have we seen this carriage before?
You did not see this carriage before.
Well, I'm gonna arm myself and cast False Life.
All right.
I mean, I guess there's not really a place for us to hide.
Horses aren't doing anything. No one's coming out of the carriage. They're just kind of sitting there waiting.
Oh god, do we approach this carriage or ignore it and carry on?
That mage isn't one. I'm gonna go closer to the castle. Two of us
Maybe we
can go
can-
out there.
Who's volunteering?
Rogard just starts heading that way.
I'll go with him.
Rogar and Jason, you ride your horses towards the carriage. You get about 20 feet away from the carriage, and the door on the side swings open, seemingly on its own.
Need help?
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna do a circle around the carriage. See if I can see anything.
Ride past the carriage, you look in, you don't see anybody in there. It's a big carriage, it could probably fit 8 people. Take a look at the horses, and the horses just snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air.
I imagine this is our escort up to the castle for when we attend dinner with Strahd.
Out of game, that's really cool.
Straight ballin'.
Through my telepathic link with Mulan, I tell the horse to relay to those horses we'll be back tomorrow.
They seem to speak in horse at each other, which I will not attempt.
Do it.
Nah.
Do it.
Hey!
Alright. They'll be here tomorrow. We can come back. Unless
I'll
Jason
keep an
has
eye on the
anything.
carriage.
Oh.
No, I'll just keep an eye on the carriage as we get away. I don't want to let it out of my eyes.
You all continue to ride past. And Jason, as you keeping your eye on the carriage, it just seems to kind of disappear in the fog. Can't tell if it's just thick fog or if it actually disappears. Eerie. But you don't hear it following you. You don't see anything jump out of it. Then you continue on. Eventually, you all cross the bridge, back down the trail that you know will lead to the encampment where Madame Eva resides. And as you approach the encampment, we will go ahead and take a break.
Yeah.
So go ahead and like and subscribe.
Look and
And-
describe.
Tell all your friends.
All your friends.
I can't jump very high either. Hey guys, welcome back. So the party encountered the Mad Mage in the mountain. Bunch of ridiculous rolls. They were able to restrain him and persuade him to calm down. Jason read some of his thoughts and discovered that he's missing a lot of memories. Maybe he hit his head real hard when he supposedly got cast from a mountain. Who's to say? But he's not able to give you too much information. You guys took some time. He showed you his magnificent mansion. It's not a euphemism. You guys made some soup, some good soup, and left. Riding your horses and taking most of the day. You decided to take the Mad Mage, who you have named Morty, to Madame Ava to see if perhaps she can cure his mind, or if she knows someone who can cure his mind. You saw the berserkers again in the woods, just hanging out. Fed them. Fed your pet berserkers. Encountered a black pimpin' carriage waiting to maybe take you to the castle.
Yeah, was this sitting on spinners?
You
Yeah,
didn't
fish
look.
tank.
You didn't look. Rogar had, is Mulan a female or a male horse?
Female horse.
Had her speak to the other horses and said, "We're coming back tomorrow," and then you left. You are now approaching the encampment where Madame Ava resides.
Now, when we get to the encampment, I'm not enjoying all of these people saying to not trust the Vistani, so I'm gonna go ahead and use another one of my divine senses when we get in here. I want to make sure there's nothing fucky going on around. Make sure they're not like a bunch of deities or demons or some shit. I can put it up for you. Just while we're in the camp, because I'm not going to go in and see Madame Ava. I'm just going to kind of dick around outside like I did last time.
Yeah. Start to ride in, and you cast your divine sense. Nothing pings. You all would be... No, not that, you freaking fuck. Get me back on the right thing. You guys are over here.
Oh
They're not
look,
here.
it's Ismark and Irina.
You didn't see that. That didn't happen.
They're spies, murder them.
They gone.
I'm going to do what I did last time and make sure all of my goods are secured. Tie up my bag. My eye on my goods.
On the keys. Very well.
On your goodies. On your goodies.
Not my goodies. No, not her.
And when we all hop off horses, I will direct Mulan to take the other horses to water. Go chill.
Very well. This happens. Your horses go around the tents here and just join all these other horses. Sipping on the river.
And Juice laid back. Sorry.
The sun is just lowering behind the trees at this point. Still plenty of light out, but it is getting later. You all see a lot of familiar Vistani hanging around the camp, drinking some sweet berry wine. One's playing a lute. Just enjoying the night. What do you do?
I guess as just approach, wave at people, and be like, "Hello, going to go see Madame Ava."
Hi. You're still with us.
Yep, still alive. Yep. They look shocked we're still alive.
Make an insight check. Shocked in a way that's not like,
Damn.
oh, I thought we would kill you. It's
Oh.
more of like, hey, you're surviving. Neat.
Oh.
Not everybody does.
Okay.
Anybody
A lot of folks
notice our Mad Mage? Any attention drawn towards him?
They look at him. They're not looking at him weird.
I drink wine.
Just go find some and join some of the fellas.
Oh,
Cool. Most of them are already pretty tipsy. These are the party Vistani you've come to realize.
yeah.
Not
they're
as
cool
uptight.
ones.
Not as uptight and rude looking as the ones outside of Alaki. But they hand you a cup, fill it up, offer you some grapes.
Fucking hate grapes.
They offer you some tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes.
Same thing.
Any
No.
milk?
They roll over a little keg, flip it, pop it open, and it is filled with what appears to be milk.
Not having any of it. Trust this milk.
Well, it's there for you.
We're just chilling. Y'all go do your thing.
It's probably goat milk anyways. We're here to see your leader.
I'll go right in, she's in the tent. As he takes a spoon and just plunges it into the keg of milk and
Ah, delicious. Mm.
Nitz, Jason, are you the ones that are going into the tent? Is one of you staying back? What's you doing?
I'm going in the tent. I'm staying next to the mage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I have something to ask her anyway.
If they're both going in, I'm going to start drinking.
You're just hanging out with Rogar and the rest of the camp?
You drinking any of that milk?
Yes, sir. No, I haven't drank milk yet, so I'll drink some sweet berry wine.
This is sweet nectar.
You're missing out on what kind of milk that is, Grim.
Probably mother's milk. I don't
Could
want
just-
any.
It's horse milk.
Oh no.
For all you know, it's just a big old keg of White Russian. Anyway. Grim and Mist, you approach the tent and you can see Morty is... eyes are just shooting everywhere. Very uneasy. But he follows. And just by looking at, like, he is ready at any moment. He's got one hand in his pouch. He's ready to start slinging spells if he needs to. But you all go into the tent. And you see, sitting on one end of the table that you have been at before, is Madame Ava, just sitting there with her eyes closed and Mist of Moon Eclipse. You're back. And still in one piece. The visitor.
Yeah, you told us about that Mad Mage, and we thought we'd bring him here.
You were able to convince him to come with you.
Yeah, you said his name was Mordecai then, because he doesn't really remember his name.
You don't remember your name. No. How do you know me? If you would allow me, please come sit. And he just looks at both of you, unsure.
Just nod my head.
He very uneasily approaches to the table and sits. She just stares at him and starts to reach her hands out. He recoils and she says, "Trust me." If we wanted you dead, you would be dead. And grabs the side of his head and casts some sort of spell. And after a couple of seconds, he sits up straighter. His eyes are wide. I am Morden Kanan. I remember. I remember everything. Why are you helping us? And Madame Ava goes, I just wished for my prince's curse to be broken. And now hopefully you have learned from your mistake. And maybe this time you will not be so rash. He turns to the two of you. I think I might actually be able to assist you a little bit more now. But I do not wish to talk here.
I did a pretty good job figuring out that your name was Mort instead of Tim, though, huh?
I suppose you had very little options. Good process of elimination.
You had tons of options. You could have been Kevin, Ryan, Bill, Bob. There's a lot of man names.
Right, obviously. Very good. Well, Madam Ava. Thank you. What do you wish for me in return? Help them, however you can. He just looks at her with such disbelief and mistrust, but at the same time, she just helped him. Right. Well, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
A couple of things I need to ask her about, but feel free to go drink with Rogar and Jason. And then we can leave shortly.
That sounds wonderful. I will do that, yes. And he just makes his way out of the tent. And you could tell he's just like grabbing his hair, like, what the fuck is this? Noticing how disheveled he is as he leaves the tent. Jason, did I say that? I think I messed up. I don't remember. Jason and Grim, you see this Mad Mage come out of the tent looking confused, but also a little bit more upright, walking with purpose and not so timid. Walk straight up to you and be like, "Hello, my name is Mordenkainen, and I would like some sweet berry wine."
I'll hand him a bottle.
Oh, very good. Oh, this has been a trying handful of months. And we'll cut back to Mist. You want to speak more with Madame Eva. Grim, how you feeling about everything that's transpiring in the past few seconds?
I'm happy that this mage is restored, and I'm just gonna spend my time with him, asking him all sorts of questions.
So you're leaving the tent as well? Okay.
Toodles.
I can stay if you would like.
I mean, nah, it's alright.
Very well.
Well?
A couple things. So you remember that little holy symbol you gave us? None of us can use it. Just want to let you know. Don't know if you need that back or if you want to like give us something else in place. But just wanted to throw that out there. Still appreciate the thought though. All right. Anyway, next. You said you were going to do some more research on that artifact I gave you. Have you found anything of interest?
From what I can tell of such sort of artifacts is, they are typically used to seal something dangerous. What exactly it is, I do not know.
All right. Seal something dangerous. So, like, even if we need to hypothetically seal Strahd in it, we could? Oh. Sorry.
Assuming it doesn't have anything in it already.
Oh. Interesting.
Where did you say you found it?
Well, I found it. Kind of stole it from somebody I was working for at the time. I really just wanted to know what it was. It seemed really cool. I thought if I worked for him, maybe he would tell me like what some things do. But he didn't. He was kind of a butthole and kept things to himself. So I thought I would borrow it. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. Once I find out what it does, like I'm happy to give it back. Yes, just prolonged borrowing.
Of course.
All right.
I would just keep us studying, or it just depends on how curious you are. I have known artifacts of this kind to trap souls of powerful beings. Very powerful. Useful. But not always to the one who opens the box.
Got it. So there may be something in there and it could kill me. There may not be something in there. Maybe there's something that is trying to kill me. I can put it in there. Okay. Alright. Well, now that I have something, I might give this to Grim for a little bit. He might be able to study more off of it. Alright. That's about it. Anything else about Morty that we should know? He just fought Strahd. Anything else we need to know about him? He doesn't seem to like you guys very much, which reminds me, Aragol, I think, tried to kill him at one point from the other Vistani camp. Just wanted to let you know, in case you have a traitor among your group.
All of us love our prince in one way or another. Some of us want to save him. Some of us want to keep benefiting off of the arrangement we have here. Aragol and his brother are a little bit more violent. I just like meeting new people.
Alrighty, very useful. Well, I don't think the rest of the party, my friends, are very comfortable staying here the night, so, if there's anything you need from us or want to share with us before we leave, now would be the time. But other than that, thank you for, restoring his memory. He will be much more bearable to babysit now.
No. Just be respectful if you go have dinner with our prince.
Oh, how did you know about that?
Please, child.
Yep. All right. I mean, if we go have dinner with him, is he going to let us leave?
Probably.
Probably. We're really good at probablys. Nothing ever goes wrong with probablys. All right. Useful, very useful. Do you need that symbol back by chance, or should we keep that?
No, keep it.
Okay.
Either you find a use or you don't, and I'll probably get it back anyway.
Alrighty. Hopefully not off a dead body of ours, but okay.
Hopefully
Doodle.
not.
Doodles.
Ditto.
I walk back out to the group.
What
Well,
have the four of you been doing this past 5-10 minutes while Mist is talking to Madame Eva?
I've just been drinking.
Yeah, same.
What kind of mage are you, Morden? Kanan?
I specialize in destruction magic, illusion magic. However, in my battle with the devil, I've lost my staff and my spell book, so my spells right now are rather limited.
I see.
It's my intention to locate those soon as we leave this place.
I was wondering if we could compare component pouches. You see, I have this tree sap, and I do not know which one is from acacia. Could you help me with this?
I suppose. What spell are you trying to do?
One that involves acacia gum and an eyelash.
I suppose that could be for a number of spells, depending on what other components you attempt to.
It's an illusion spell.
Do you have anything against telling me what it is?
Well, going to keep it as a surprise, but
You can write it on a piece of paper if you'd like, or whisper it in my ear.
oh, that I can do. Oops.
Ooh. Show me what you have. Let me look.
Well, I have a decent collection of eyelashes. I have this tree sap, but I do not know which is which.
He takes a look at the tree sap.
I see no reason why the tree sap you have should not work.
Perfect.
From my knowledge of this, it's sort of a different sensation with every type of sap you use. There's not a lot of tree sap. There's not a lot of similar componentry that wouldn't work with each other. It's just a different sensation. If that makes any sense.
Very well. What do you know of this? And I show him the Heartstone.
Hmm. Well, roll the dice, boy.
He looks at this and his eyes go a little bit wide for a sec. He's like,
It's a very rare magical item.
What can it do? How do I use it?
Well, used properly, you and any creature you physically make contact with, you can teleport to a predestined location that you have visited before.
How many people can I transport this way?
Just you and one other. You would have to mark a place in which you would like to transport to. You can only use it once a day. Be very useful in a very sticky situation. It's a very good find in a place like this.
I knew
Hands it
there
back
was.
to you.
I knew there was something special about it. You know anything about hag bags?
A hag bag.
I just kind of flash it to him a little bit and put my cloak back over it. The soul bag, I believe. It's got a soul in it.
Not my speciality. I don't approve of the way that those are formed. It's nasty
yes.
business, but also useful. Definitely in a place like this to keep you alive in hard situations.
Keep me alive. Are you
Well,
saying
you've-
that I can eat that soul?
You can use the soul to regain, to heal.
Ah, yes. Great find. Please don't tell
Oh.
anybody else that I have this.
as you're sitting right next to Rogar and Jason, who may or may not be listening.
I think we already know because he's told us. I think Mist is the only one that he hasn't told.
Around this time, Mist leaves the tent. and starts walking towards you all, I suppose, unless you are going somewhere else randomly.
I'm running away. No, I'm going right
Where's
to
she
sleep.
going?
Miss just jumps on a horse and heads out.
No, I head on over to him. I think I'm done here. I guess you guys don't want to stay the night here, I assume.
Absolutely not.
We could try to ride back to our windmill in the night. Might take a little extra. Or just get a little couple hours away and camp.
Can you do that little door thing again?
Fortunately, I've used the one earlier this morning. I have to do it again tomorrow.
Let's get going then, before it gets too late.
The windmill? We have a base and a windmill. It's previously occupied by hags, but we dispatched of them.
Ah, that's where you got the bag.
What bag? I have mini
Exactly.
bags.
It's impressive as you all go to your horses and start to ride. It's impressive that in such a short time you've been able to make such connections. You say you now rule Valaki.
We're pretty aggressive.
As I see.
I'm gonna kick the horse into like full speed. Expect everybody else to follow.
We follow.
You all ride off as the sun is starting to go down just a bit. You ride the carriage as you approach the gate is still there. Make your way through the gate, through the trees. You don't quite see the berserkers anymore, but they could just be sleeping. And eventually, you make your way to the windmill, as it is now nighttime.
Are the pike tags still out front?
They are. They look a little bit more, I don't want to say decayed, but maybe some wild animals have been nibbling on them a bit. They are still there.
Front door's locked. Locked it with last time, I believe, when we left.
Mr. Jason has it.
You're Jason.
You try to open the door without the key, it is locked.
Okay.
I'll unlock it and open it up.
Cool.
Could be
Seems
clear.
as though everything, seems as though everything is how you left it.
You go in. There wasn't really anything to like make food or anything with in here. Like a bunch of crap ingredients for those pies.
Yeah, nothing like good soup.
Alright. What's the plan for tomorrow?
The Mad Mage can stay here, and we can put on our best clothes and have a delightful dinner.
I'm not changing out of this.
I guess Madam Ava did tell me just be polite, and he'll probably let us leave also, so that way we just don't get trapped.
I need to find Strahd's dungeon. There's something there that I must find.
The sword, correct?
Did not tell anybody about that.
No, Madam Ava told us about it, and we talked about it like during her fortune.
No, but I think I found out that it was there. But
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, you all have the riddle, but Grim found more information that pinpointed
Oh,
exactly.
I thought you shared that with some of us. Never mind.
I just want to get some questions answered. I don't really want to test Strahd and try and find something.
yes, if the opportunity arises, though.
I have a feeling that carriage is going to kind of shut us off from everything.
Modern Canaan. You said your magic is limited, but magics do you currently possess? Any scrolls you might have, or anything you help us?
Most of my meaningful belongings were lost after I fell. My intention to retrace my steps and try to uncover my staff and my book. Otherwise, I may not be much of use.
You describe the staff and book to me. Maybe we could locate them.
He hesitates for a minute. As long as you promise to return them to me if you do find them first.
Why, yes, it would be of no use to us.
Very well. It's a dark. The staff is made of dark brown wood. Coils at the top. And my scroll book is the color of dark purple. Pretty worn. I've had it for many decades.
Very well. We'll keep our eyes open.
I am a little sort of, not nervous is the word, but now that the Vistani know that my mind has been restored, could be that Strahd will learn sooner rather than later. I don't know what he'll do. I'll do what I can to help you from afar. But I think it's best our paths cross sooner. If he's still willing to hear you out, entertain some sort of a understanding, you might have a better chance at doing what I could not.
Well, you are welcome to stay in our windmill, and if things get hairy, you can retreat to Vallaki. We restored some ancestral bones in the temple there, and to be safe, relatively safe there. Speak to Ishmak and his sister, the Burgomaster. They
Yes,
will-
I remember him. He's in Vallaki now.
Yes, in our manor. There's also a shoddy mage in the attic of our manor. Maybe you can assist him.
I'll keep that in mind.
His name is Victor.
Victor. Very well. If I need a place to retreat while I search for my things, to see which one is closer. I also have my mansion. I'm able to hide there as well. I do appreciate
the few of you doing what you can for me. I'll do my best to return the favor, but it's a very dangerous place. More so than I realized when I first arrived here. I'm glad to see you all are taking your time.
I'm gonna eat a ration and retire.
Just for note, going forward, if we could find a pair of platinum rings that were each worth 50 gold piece, I have something that can help us out. We need to find that first.
Can we melt down some platinum and try to make them into rings?
Know how to forge.
I mean, do they have to be like perfect rings? Can we?
I imagine we would be like a kiln. A lot of heat. We could do that if we can find somebody that has a forge. Get it done. Springing it up, keep your eyes out.
But there's one in Valaki. Makes swords and horseshoes and whatnot.
Just a thought.
Do we have an array of questions for Strahd?
Do you want your curse broken? I don't know.
I just want to talk to him. Might be able to get something that will give us a better idea of what we need.
I have one more question from one Kanan. Does the name Uriel Grimlock ring a bell?
I do seem to recall that name being spoken amongst villages. Though I never met her myself. Seems as though she may have arrived before I did. Attempted some sort of similar coup. I do not know what happened to her. Is she a friend?
She was my gran. And I guess it is a proper time to introduce myself, since I don't know if you recall our names when your state of madness. I am Bastion Grimlock.
I recall Rogan Mist. I don't recall your name.
I'm Jason.
It's a pleasure. I do hope you all are very careful if you go speak to the devil. He is quite cunning and intelligent. May try to seduce you in some way. I watched a lot of villagers die due to influences that he had over them.
He is rather handsome.
No. He's not an ordinary undead creature. Just please don't be like me and act rashly. As far as that
necklace is concerned, it's usually that sort of item is usually able to be wielded by a holy person of some sort, typically a cleric. Perhaps if one of you wish to attempt to spend more time with it, it might allow itself to open up to you, but it's an odd thing to try at a place like this, especially if you are not already a practitioner of such magic.
One last question. You said you knew Ishmak, his sister. Do you know of his sister Irina and a fellow named Isaac?
I did meet Irina. When I first arrived here, I got a lot of the villagers to get together to storm the castle, and I spoke with them briefly. They offered me shelter and food for a bit. Tried to convince me to not do what I did, and perhaps I should have listened.
Do not know her very well. Well, that is all the questions I have. Good night, all.
After God, I can help you find your stuff. Help.
Sounds as though you all might have slightly more pressing matters. I know where to begin.
You need a horse or anything?
No, thank you. I should be fine. I still have a few useful spells up my sleeve.
Very well.
But if I need to check in, or if I find something that you may find useful, I'll check here, or Falaki. If you are not there and you said Ismark is staying at your place, I will leave a note.
Alright. Rogar's gonna get up and kind of just like dock up on the door. That's where he's gonna go to sleep.
I'm guessing Mort's gonna leave in the morning. Or is he leaving now?
What?
Is Mort leaving in the morning or now?
If you're offering shelter, he's just gonna stay.
Okay.
I'm gonna retire to the top of the windmill. And I'm going to try to mark this place with my heartstone.
I'd like to go up to the very top, to the attic, to see if there's any ravens up there.
Okay. Make a like actually inside, or just like.
Yeah, we had told them that that would be a place that they can go.
Okay. There aren't any up there tonight.
Then I will head back down to the base floor and study the necklace as much as I can to try to overcome what's not letting me attune to it.
Okay.
Try to punch some people and heal them. Heal them with your punches.
as you all start to post up and focus on your magical items or take a rest, you do hear sounds outside of the windmill. Footsteps and the occasional
Minecraft zombies.
They don't happen to sound like our berserker friends, do they?
make a perception check. It's hard to tell. This windmill was made out of the finest of solid oak trees. Traps didn't sound really good. But it sounds like something's outside. Just walking past.
Leave it.
Do any of you just go investigate? Just let the sounds happen.
Let them happen. I'll also communicate with Mulan to take the horses away.
Okay.
What a cool pet. I wish Levy could do that.
As you're doing that, you do hear the rustling of the hooves, and you can hear the horses starting to in nervous fear as they start to trot away. Sounds kind of start to split a little bit. Sounds like maybe they're trying to chase the whatever's out there might be following the horses. Eventually, sounds start to fade off.
As long as my horse is within a mile, it can communicate back to me. If they get in trouble. Fine.
You get the sense that they're being chased by something for a little while. But they're faster than whatever's chasing them, and they eventually lose them. And they circle back. The horses. And then it passes. It's gone. Jason, roll. Just roll a d20. You sit and you focus with this holy symbol and try to attune to it. Your mind just kind of lets go, and your consciousness just kind of floats in this darkness. You hear whispers, and you can't quite make out what it is, but it sounds inviting, not threatening. What? What are you willing to do? What can you do? Try.
Just this once. You can have it. Just this once. And maybe you'll find faith.
You come back, and you get the sense that something is trying to reach you through this. Something wants you to be able to use this. Maybe if you try again, something will allow it.
I will tuck the necklace underneath my tunic. It seemed a little brazen to just walk in there with that on my chest without, and just a little disrespectful. So I'll tuck it away.
Okay. Grim, you said you were trying to mark this place?
Mm-hmm.
You focus on this hearthstone with the new intent that Mordenkainen gave you. It requires quite a bit of resources.
What we talking about?
Roll an Arcana check. You got the feeling you need to spend a little bit more time with this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe another night or two of... You don't necessarily need to attune to it, but it's a very odd, rare thing that you know nothing about. I just need to allow yourself to bond with it.
All right. And just spend as much time as I can with it, and then fall asleep.
All right. Anybody else doing anything, or are we taking a long rest? I cannot hear you.
Mad Mage on his own somewhere, like just like on a floor where no one else is, or is everybody on a different floor right now?
He's just kind of chilling on the ground floor with, not with Rogar, but just, he's not falling asleep right away. He's slowly walking, thinking, touching his long hair in annoyance.
Okay.
Just looks like he's enjoying the ability to remember.
So basically, Area 2 is the only place no one is right now.
Yes, as far as you know.
Yes. Mort, I would like to chat with you about something, if you don't mind. Can you follow me?
Joel, you go to the second floor.
You walk up steps.
The stairs now just have a bunch of coins on them.
Yes. So I kind of whisper this because I don't want everyone in the group to hear. I have this artifact that Madame Ava did some research for me, and since I could possibly seal something in this, or there could already be something sealed in it, I was going to give it to you if you don't mind doing some research. Maybe it's something we can use to seal Strahd, or if there's something in here that's already in here useful to be against Strahd. I just thought maybe you'd be the better person to look into it.
What is it?
And I bring out my little artifact that looks like a Chinese puzzle box. And I'm like, I don't really know. I'm not good at magic. I don't know any magic, but it's quite intriguing and just curious.
His eyes widen in recognition because you and your research remember that perhaps a wizard named Mordenkainen may have had contact with this thing. And how did you get your hands on this?
Well, man, that's a popular question today. I sort of borrowed it. Prolonged borrowing is what I like to call it. I worked for this guy named Dan Bowie for a bit, trying to learn more about this, but he really keeps to himself. And this is already going really good. Seems like you like him a lot. Makes you feel better. I don't really like him either. He wasn't very nice. But I just wanted to know what it did, and I just borrowed it from him for now. Is this your? This is yours. This is yours, isn't it?
It's
Oh, God.
It's not mine. It's not his. We don't know. All we know is for damn sure that whatever mage or god created this box did so with a very serious purpose to make sure it never be opened. There are
Okay.
whispers of infinite knowledge or power or riches, but any trace of record from anyone who was able to gleam into this was never heard from again. And I am talking mist. Centuries of records.
Okay. That's even more intriguing, to be honest. That actually makes this thing way more cooler than I thought it was. Oh,
I understand. And the fact
Good.
that Bowie has had this his whole time really makes my pants hot in a bad way.
Oh, is he not a good? I mean, I was just kind of a bookkeeper. I just kind of like hired on as a fake bookkeeper.
He's one of those people that passes academies by cheating off of their neighbor's homework.
Oh, one of those. Got it. So like, he writes his dissertation, he copies it, and stuff like that. Got it.
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing like his cooler older uncle, David.
David Bowie. Yes. So it's probably okay that this prolonged borrowing can be prolonged even more, indefinitely. That makes me feel a little better.
I don't know if it's better in your hands, but at least it's not on our material plane, where
So,
it can
I
do whatever it does.
I shouldn't open it, is what you're saying, or find a way to open it.
We must do more research.
So, do you want to take it to research, or should I keep it and just kind of mess with it?
Don't keep it and mess with it.
Alright, break it. Just throw it down and everything comes out.
Do you?
No. I mean, I might get to that point, but not yet.
Perhaps if I had my book, I could glean more. But I researched this for a better part of a month the last time I was interested in this thing, and I came up with very little. even identify spells weren't able to glean much. That's why it made me uneasy, quite nervous.
Well, I will let you borrow this. Not prolong borrow, just shortly borrow. As long as you pinky promise to give it back.
If only to keep it farther away from Strahd.
Oh, perfect. And also, too, if you find out how to open it, please do not open it without me being around, because I am very, very curious to be there while it is opened.
Curious like a cat.
I know. And I try to use my pinky, and it doesn't work that well, because I have a cat paw. And so I'll be like, you know what? Let's just use my tail, and I use my tail as a pinky. This is more important to me than my tail, so I wrap my tail around his pinky.
Very well.
Oh, man, I hate like the second time I've only had this. Now, all right, here you go. All right. Yes. And just let's just keep this between us for now. I just don't want to freak anybody out.
You're lucky I don't have the ability to wipe your memories, for then I would keep it out of everyone's knowledge.
I mean, it's just that's why we're keeping it just between us. Don't you worry.
Oh, you are an interesting bunch. Perhaps you do have a chance.
Well, thank you. Guess next time I see you, I'll just talk to you about this. And yep.
Sounds good.
Good night, toodles.
As you walk off, he's like, Toodles, what is Toodles? She said that twice now. The rest of you find places to bunk up and have a long rest. Wake up in the morning,
Feeling like P. Diddy.
feeling like P. Diddy. You'll brush your teeth with the bottle of Jack that you find underneath the fridge there. Chilled.
Oh, refreshing.
Yeah. Going outside, the first thing you notice is a lot of footprints. Horses are fine. They made their way back, apparently.
Like big footprints?
Humanoid size, if you had to
Oh.
guess. First glance.
Mordenkainen gone?
Mordenkainen wakes up a little bit after you guys, actually.
Mori. I tried to use this heartstone. I don't understand it. What am I doing wrong?
I actually haven't tried to use one of these before. They're quite rare, and a lot of people don't even believe they're real. Not, as far as I can tell, an attunable. Perhaps if you focus on on this thing as if you wanted to attune, might just take time. What I do know is magics such as this normally require quite a bit of money that it will consume. So you might want to
Well.
stock up on coin.
luckily for us, we have some platinum.
There's platinum here.
Why, yes.
Wow. Did not expect that. Very good.
Well, I imagine we'll be heading out soon, so long, farewell, good luck.
You as well. Hopefully I see you soon. Be careful at the castle. Getting held from a mountain is not fun. Mordenkainen leaves.
Hope he's okay with us calling him Morty. Mort. Really long name.
Spend some time cleaning myself up. Try to make myself look presentable.
Alright.
Throughout the morning, as we go about our business, I'd like to keep an eye out for a raven and try to tell the ravens to keep an eye out for Mordenkainen.
I'll do a perception check. Don't see any out and about on this morning. You do know, you guys shook up Velaki quite a bit. So they might be doing a lot of helping out in the town. Maybe they're not able to keep as many eyes on you as usual. Anything else any of you would like to do this morning, or are you going to... I'm looking at these gifts now. That Bronson one's real good.
I mean, Nick and I figured out what's in the box already. It's Mewtwo. So it'll be Mewtwo versus Strahd eventually.
If that's what you think. Are you doing anything, or are you suiting up, getting your horses, and heading to the castle?
The castle.
Yep.
Should we put like any type of trap on the windmill if there was all these footprints around chasing our horses last night? Or do you think they just were horse thieves?
I don't know. It didn't sound that smart. They were just groaning.
Just lock the door. Should be fine. I'm trying to learn that ward from Victor, but it's gonna take quite some time.
I'll lock up before we go.
Honestly, this would be a great place just for Victor to have on his own. He's never really had a place of his own, it seems like. We should...
But do we want Victor here?
I mean, I like him all right besides the cat thing. As long as he just doesn't turn me into a skeleton cat. I mean, if I do die, do try to take me to him and turn me into a skeleton cat, just because I'm curious how that goes. But only if I'm like dead.
Well, if that doesn't work, I could always capture your soul.
I mean, it sounds like souls in this place don't really leave.
Oh no, I would not let it leave. I would eat your soul.
Oh, nope. I would rather be a bony cat.
Well, yes, if we can, for sure. But if that doesn't work...
Yeah, don't eat my soul either.
Sure, it is tasty.
I feel like if you eat a soul that breaks the blood pact, Rogar, am I wrong? Or is it just a flesh pact? Does it include the soul?
But if you're dead, does
The
that not break the blood pact already? How does this work, Rogar? Does the blood pact work after death?
Oh,
Ah, see, the souls are fair game.
If you betray me, then your soul is given to Tiamat.
Jason, if I die before you and he tries to eat my soul, please kill Grim.
Same.
Yeah, so now you shouldn't eat our souls.
Well, hopefully you both die at the same time, then I can eat both your souls.
How about we just go have lunch with the guy that owns all of our souls currently?
That sounds like a great idea. Besides, I wouldn't eat all of your soul. Your soul would still be free. Just nibble on it a bit.
You all have been writing and talking, I imagine.
Yes.
Doesn't take long for you to reach the fork in the road. Get you back over there. As you go through that patch of woods again, you hear shuffling in the woods and food?
My friends.
You got food?
I do have a little bit of food. Oh, look, they're coming. I'm gonna like whisper to the, or like talk to my partner. Like, look, they're coming out. They're becoming less shy. They're adorable. They're like giant skin babies.
Adorable.
Yes, and I'll
We should kill things for you to eat?
kill things for us to eat.
Yeah,
That would be great. Yes,
we can feed each other.
I like that. I like that. Do you guys like living in the woods?
It's like shade.
Do you want
You
to like
use a big leaf for the umbrella
No.
when it rains.
resourceful? You are nothing less than resourceful. Well, if you do leave food for us, we kind of have like a place nearby that you can, like hang around those woods instead, if you
You like
want.
wolf meat?
I have never tried a wolf. I've killed a lot of wolves. Make like wolf jerky?
What?
Wolf jerky?
Wolves are jerks, yeah.
They sure are jerks. Oh, yes. Yeah. You know where that windmill is? That not far from here.
Yeah.
You can leave some jerk wolves there if you need. We drop by there sometimes.
Alright, we find some wolves, we can put them there.
That's a deal. That is a deal. How many of you are there? As I ask the question, figuring they can't count as soon as I ask the question.
15 to 40.
That.
You trained.
That's quite a few of you. You guys just live. Did you get trapped here? Did you always live here?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of big and don't fit in more places. We're more comfortable out here.
Oh, Mist.
Know how to camp.
Ask them ask them if they like milk.
They can hear you. You can ask them.
I don't wish to talk to them.
Do you guys like milk?
Yeah, sure.
Well, my friend Grim here loves milk. It's his favorite beverage.
You got some?
No, sadly not.
We're fresh out. Haven't seen a cow in a week.
What
Poor
if we-
Moo Moo got killed by wolves.
Moo Moo? Yeah, that poor Moo Moo. Hey, what if we tell them to hang around the forest around the windmill instead?
fine to me. What if we just live with them? Live amongst them? Seems like they live a simple life.
Campaigns are always just trying to live a simple life. We're always just trying to get away from the main mission and just live like normal folks. Well, you know what? We have a dinner party to go to. But how about you guys move your camp to the woods near the windmill? We'll see you more often.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it odd that we're going to have dinner at breakfast time?
I think it's brunch. I feel like Strahd's a fancy kind of guy. I feel like he's a real brunch out kind of person, you know? Like, you know, have like a Bloody Mary in the morning. Get it? Bloody Mary? Because he's a vampire.
Bloody Mary. Is that creature in the village of Barovia that's crying?
I hate those.
No, they're pretty bad. Well, here's a ration for you. Please head to the Windmill Woods near there. If you find a cow, feel free to build a pen around the windmill. You can keep the cow there if you find one.
What?
You know what? I am going to try to find you a cow at some point. Don't you worry. I'm going to get you a cow at one point.
All right.
All right. I just imagine Rogar is extremely irritated at this point.
Never stopped riding. He is probably off in the distance.
Yes, so, well, Toodles. Try to catch up to
Funny.
try to catch up to Rogar. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, but I'll keep my speakers on.
Rogar, as you go off on your own. It's freaking annoying why these people keep stopping all the time. All right. Well, you get to the fork in the road by yourself, and the wagon, the carriage is still there. It's right where he left it.
Just keep going towards it.
Okay. Same thing as last time. You approach it, and the side door swings open silently, inviting.
I will hop off my horse. Relay to the other horses safe while we're gone. I'll just, while I'm waiting on him, I'll look like in the carriage. Poke my head in, see what's going on.
Just a dark, empty carriage. Pretty big. Like I said, it could seat probably 8 people. In the center, you see what appears to be a little arrangement with some glasses and a bottle of wine. Around this time, I'd say the rest of you catch up, seeing Rogar just peeking into the carriage off of his horse.
I will utilize purify food and drink. That center table.
What does that do? Just like get rid of any poison?
Poison and disease. It's a little 5-foot sphere. So I can just
Would that
cover that.
Okay. Alright.
Make sure we're not gonna get knocked out drinking this wine.
You feel confident that that took hold? Might have reduced the alcohol content. If it is just wine.
That's fine.
Well, is it safe?
Purified the wine in here. About as safe as you can hope for.
All right. Well, last one in is a rotten egg.
I'll climb in and start pouring glasses of wine for everybody.
Push Grim down and get into the carriage first. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
be the
jump
rotten
in before
egg.
you could.
Can I roll initiative to try to beat her in there?
Let's do some. Yeah, let's both of you roll d20s.
It's gonna be
Feline
Dex.
agility.
Or you could do contested. You contested athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, take that 4!
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just trying to beat Jason in.
With lightning speed of cat, you weren't expecting Miss to be so on the nose. As soon as you said rotten egg, she shoves you out of the way and jumps into the carriage.
Imagine me
And
and
then
Jason
it's-
got in, and those two are
and
like
then
falling
it's-
on the ground outside of it.
As soon as you get pushed, Jason just like leapfrogs over you straight into the carriage. You are the rotten egg, Grim.
Pickable.
And
What
I
is
just
that?
sit in the carriage acting like nothing happened.
What is that, Carl? Oh, I think you'll almost make it. Just close the door. Oh, that guy out there, he didn't make it in here. What a rotten egg he was.
That's no Carl.
And as soon as you enter and you shut the door, the carriage begins to move. The horses go down the trail.
Can we open the door again? Or does opening the door stop it? Or are we just trapped in here? I'm just curious. I'm not gonna get out, I just want to try to open it.
It's a safety feature of the magic carriage.
Child safety lock.
You open the door and the horses slowly stop moving.
We see out the windows, or are they all covered or
They
anything?
have like little curtains that you can open.
Tinted windows.
See out the window. Not tinted. Not tinted.
Everyone, I have a joke for us all as we travel. What kind of substance is brown and sticky?
Tree sap?
Good guess. Anyone else? Any guesses?
Shit.
It is. But, what about you, Rogar?
I was thinking shit as well.
Well, you're all wrong. It's a stick.
Good one.
Aha!
I'm gonna use that at work sometime this week for a cold open.
Very heavy storm happens, and there's a big boulder rolls down a mountain, hits the carriage, and just like takes off Grim's head. Just him though.
Ironically enough, a little stick is pointing out of where his head should be.
Ha, I get it now.
Cool. All right. I'd say this takes about 20-30 minutes. So the carriage, it's not going super fast, and it's a very windy path. But after winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lowered drawbridge of old, short-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge I can say draw and bridge, but I can't put those together. Drawbridge. Creak in the wind. The rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotten wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces as both sides of the doors open.
It's not like up on a balcony or anything, is he? Watching us come in?
Make a perception check.
The vibe here is very happy and magical. Surprising.
Looking up, all you see is the gargoyles. You don't see anyone. Looking straight up, like you see multiple balconies, but you don't see anybody standing up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna do false life as soon as it stops.
All right.
We're walking in, I will grab a little jar of holy water and kind of like spritz it in my hand. Wipe it across my armor and cast protection from evil and good.
Cool.
Hey, the book. You have the book, right, Grim?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, remember, like, when he asked us for it, we're like, oh, remember, we're just like, oh, you dropped this, so we just, like, go with that story.
I was going to tell him we didn't have it.
Well, if he ask.
I'm walking in.
Follow?
Okay.
I'll make sure I'm last in line.
As you're walking through the courtyard towards the open doors, thick, cold fog swirls here. Sporadic flashes of... As a note, as you approach, it seems as though the skies are getting darker and clouds are rolling in, and it seems as though it is starting to rain. The weather is getting worse as you approach. And there's sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged into its iron frame. And you approach the open doors. These maps are confusing.
Get those open doors, that's when I trigger my protection from going good. Crossing the threshold.
Okay.
Okay, I will trigger my claws.
Shh. Wolverine style.
I'm just gonna walk in normal.
Okay.
Jason triggers his fists.
He cocks his biceps.
Freaking Mission Impossible style?
Yeah. We'll worry about tokens next time. I'm just gonna, spoiler alert, we're not gonna start a fight. We got 15 minutes left.
Do this.
I would like to start a fight.
Alright, well that's what we're in tonight's session. Today's set.
We all fight each other in the doorway.
Last one again is rotten egg.
You all go in to the entry. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. As you all enter and get about 10 feet away, the doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music.
How many fireplaces do you think this guy has?
Oh, I mean, if he has less than 5, I am highly disappointed.
Overhead in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
Look, Rogar, it's your father.
You continue. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles, squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. And from the staircase, you hear footsteps. You see an elf with brown skin and long black hair descends the wide staircase, quiet as a cat, so you don't hear the footsteps, because I didn't read ahead. He wears a gray cloak over black studded leather armor and has a polished scimitar hanging on his belt. And he says, "My master is expecting you. Come, this way." And he begins to lead you down. Into this room here. You all follow, I assume?
Yep.
This is how you know we're not that important. He takes us to the dining room near the foyer, not like the fancy dining room. Because I imagine he has multiple dining rooms.
As he's leading you towards this dining room, in the hall, there's torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall.
I have not seen one fireplace yet.
This elf opens the double doors and gestures you to walk in. Right this way.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Rahadan.
Pleasure.
You all enter.
Yeah.
You see in this dining hall 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine, white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and a deep silence falls over the dining hall. It slowly turns towards you. Welcome, friends. Feel free to have a seat.
Sit at the opposite end of the table.
Is it like here?
I'll sit across from Mist.
Okay.
I'll
Like,
sit
let's
right
see.
next to Strahd.
Strahd does not move from the organ. He just turns to look at you. He does not approach the table. But you all take your seats. There's a awkward silence as you all look at each other, look at him, he looks back. And that's where we're gonna pick up next time. With the brunch of Strahd.
Strahd.
Is it bottomless mimosas at least? Like,
I don't know.
There better be
Amber,
some.
Is this where we break into?
Real good.
Is this where we break into the time warp?
It's just a jump to the left.
just would have been funny if, playing the organ and then it's Davy Jones who turns around instead.
That
Do
would've
you
been funny.
feel death?
Got some weighted
Great.
dice.
100 souls.
My name is Sebastian Montoya. You killed my grandmother. Prepare to die.
Man, I should have done Frankenfurter's voice for Strahd. How do you do, So you've met my elfin servant man. Well, anyway. Glad you can join us, Internet. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share, and even on the tube, on the U.
Find us on the bird.
It's getting hairy now. Got Morton Kanan up in the mix. Let's see, what the people decide to do with this encounter. This could be the whole end of the game right here. Who's to say? This could be the season finale.
I hope it's just a lovely brunch and we all just get along and
More likely,
Next
come and
time,
watch us.
next time.
Watch us just fuck this completely up.
Find out. Y'all have a safe one now. We'll see you next time.